Disclaimer: this is an imaginary story. Please don't relate it with any idol or any other person. It's nothing related to anyone's life. It's pure work of fiction. Any resemblance to actual persons, living or dead, or actual events is purely coincidental. Whatever pics are shown in this story, they all have been taken from Google and Pinterest. The credit for them goes to their real owner. Storyline and voice are mine, so please don't copy that. In a world ruled by power and fear, loyalty is bought, trust is broken, and betrayal is never forgiven. One man lost everything he held dear: his family, his love, and even his peace of mind. A disabled boy who was always treated as a burden, treated as an object to repay a debt. A boy they called a burden, a man who had lost faith, and two children who only knew fear. Their paths would collide and nothing would ever be the same again. Stepmom panicked. Now, what should I do? They would be here at any time. If I don't pay them today, they will shoot us. What am I going to do? Started walking back and forth while thinking to escape from this problem. What should I do? Aram, Mom, did you think of any way to get out of this? I'm so scared. Mom, yesterday they came here with guns. They were looking so scary. Before leaving, they threatened us that if we didn't arrange the money by tomorrow, they would kill us. I don't want to die, Mom. Please save me. Stepmom, I won't let anything to happen you. If they can somehow give us time tonight, then then you will arrange the money. Stepmom, where would I bring money from? Era, then what will you get one day time? Stepmom, we will run away from here. I have arranged everything. We have a night flight today. Era, really? But where will we go? Stepmom, you don't need to think that. It's a surprise for you. Era, why didn't you tell me before? I haven't packed my bags yet. Stepmom, we are running away from here. No need to pack anything. Just pack some stuff. We will set the house fire. Everyone will think we died in the fire accident. We don't need to repay the debt. Era, wow, Mom, your mind is so sharp. Wait, let me pack my bags and inform this to Jimin. Stepmom, Jimin? Evil smiled. I got the idea to get rid of this situation. You go and start the packing. Something evil was cooking in her mind. Just few minutes ago, she was so scared and thinking the solution. But as soon as Era took Jimin's name, she became relaxed. Soon some men entered in the house along with guns. They all were looking so scary. Men pointed gun on her. Your time is over. Where is money? Stepmom, I couldn't arrange the amount. Men, then be ready to say goodbye. About to shoot. Stepmom, please listen. Men, there is nothing to listen. I already warned you, but you didn't understand. Stepmom, it's for your benefit. I couldn't arrange the money, but I arranged something which is more valuable than money. Men dropped the gun and raised his one eyebrow. More valuable than money? Means, stepmom, I have someone to give you instead of money. Men, who? Looked at Hera. Stepmom, no, not her. He's inside. Go and check. Men, to his men. Go and check. Stepmom, he's already unconscious. Totally pure, beautiful, untouched. I know in mafia world this type of man is highly considered. Men, if you lie, stepmom, I don't dare to double cross the mafia king. I love my life so much. I know very well if I dared to lie, then you wouldn't take much time to kill me. I can assure you that you have never seen such a masterpiece. He is a rare beauty and lucky too. Men, fine, we are sparing you, but if there will be any flaw in him, then, stepmom, then we aren't far away from you. You can come here at midnight too. Men, you are right. Men left with Jimin, who was already unconscious. As soon as they left, stepmom started packing the bags and spread the kerosene. In the house, Era went to her and said, Era, Mom, what did you do? Why did you sell Jimin to them? Don't you know he is? Stepmom, don't become his advocate and help me fast. Era, but mom. Stepmom, this is the perfect opportunity to get rid of this burden. At least he can repay our debt and those amounts spent on his dad's treatment. I have somehow tolerated him till today, but now I won't be able to tolerate him further. Era, Mom, when they know the truth, they would kill him. Stepmom, stop thinking about him. Just think about us. He is nothing to us. Let's go fast. With that, she set the house on fire and left with Era as fast as he could. Without thinking about Jimin, she pushed him in the jaw of death for saving herself and her daughter. Jimin was tied in a dark room, still unconscious. A man stepped inside while holding the bottle of liquor in his hand. He threw the jug of water on Jimin's face with force and he opened his eyes while panting hard. Jimin, who are you? Mafia. So, you are the one who was sold as the repayment of my debt? Jimin, sold? Debt? What are you saying? Mom, Anna, look here and there. What did you do to them? Mafia, they sold you to me. I don't deal in men, but my men told you are such a masterpiece. I have got some offer for you. Jimin, what rubbish are you talking about? Mafia, I am stating the truth. Your mom had sold you to me. Jimin, shocked. No, this can't be possible. Mom can't sold me. She loves me so much, and Era too. You must be lying. Mafia, love? There is no such feeling to call love. Everyone needs money. Jimin. No, this can't be possible. Mafia, it's the truth. Get up. Jimin mumbled. This can't be possible. When he didn't get up, Mafia kicked the chair and he fell. Ah! Mafia went to him and yanked his head up by his hair. Didn't you listen what I said? You dare to disobey me? Jimin. Ah! I can't stand. I'm disabled with legs. Mafia, fuming eyes. This big lie! She dared to double cross Mafia King Min Jungi. I wanted my money back. They cleverly transferred their burden to me. They have to pay for it. He angrily left while throwing the bottle of liquor that he was drinking. Jimin tried to stop him. He tried to crawl with the help of his arm, but in darkness couldn't see. There were the glass pieces of liquor bottle. They stuck in his forearm and made him bleed. Alcohol worse his wound by making them burn. Jimin fell on the floor. After few minutes, another man entered. He helped him to sit on the chair. He was the doctor. He gently started treating his wounds. Jimin, leave me! I have to go and protect my family. That scary Mafia King will kill my mom and sister. Shouted. Can't you understand at once? Just leave me. Why aren't you understanding? Tried to push him. Doctor held his shoulders. Shh. Let me take out the glass pieces from your skin. Jimin, which type of doctor are you? There he will kill my family and here you are wasting your time in it. Doctor, shut up. Don't teach me my work. And which family are you trying to save? Who pushed you into the jaw of death to save their own lives? Jimin, no. My family can never do this. You are lying. Pushed him and he fell on the floor. Doctor, enough. I'm not lying. In fact, nobody is lying. Your stepmom sold you to Mafia King instead of her debt. Jimin, but she loves me. She can never do this. Doctor, I know it's hard for you, but it's the truth. Arman found out about your past. She was only after your dad's money. She bore you because of your dad. After your dad's death, she tried to get rid away of you, and this was the perfect opportunity for us. She set the house in the fire and ran away with her daughter. Our men are searching them. Jimin, no, I know she is little harsh, but she loves me. Doctor, you aren't this young to not understand the difference between strictness and fakeness. I told you the truth. It depends on you whether to believe it or not. Why would I lie to you? I have no reason to do this. Jimin, that means my whole life was a lie? I thought she was only strict with me. Whenever she used harsh words and cursed me, it was just out of anger. But she hated me this much that she told me without even thinking about me. Doctor patted Jimin's shoulder. That's the world, Jimin. Control yourself. I can help you to get out of here. Tell me, where do you want to go? Jimin looked at him with teary eyes. Where do I go? I don't know anyone. I don't have any place to go. My own stepmom, whom I trusted the most, sold me to the mafia. Now this mafia will soon sold me to someone else. If you will try to help me, then he would kill you. Doctor, don't worry about it. He won't harm me. Jimin, he could do anything. He was looking so scary. Doctor, while treating Jimin's forearms, yes, he is scary, but he listens me. Jimin, why? Doctor, because I'm very close to him. I'm Dr. Jin. He treated me as his young. He listens to me. Wiped his tears. Don't cry. He didn't mean to hurt you. He just got triggered by knowing about betray. Betray. This word triggered him. Never use this word in front of him. Okay? I will do something for you. Don't worry. He talked with Jungi and somehow convinced him to not sell Jimin. He also found a place for Jimin where he would be safe and could repay his debt. He brought him a mansion. He saw a woman was searching something. Jimin, scared, Jinhyang, where did you bring me? Jin, while pushing the wheelchair, don't be scared. You are safe here. It will be your new home. You wanted to repay Yungi's debt, right? Jimin, but what should I do here? Jin, nothing much. You have to handle. Looked at woman who was searching something. Sarah, what are you searching for? And why are you looking so scared? Sarah, Dr. Jin, they again locked the door and didn't open it. I have been trying for so long. Jin, why did they lock the door? Did you again scold them? Sarah, they broke the entire kitchen stuff and threw the food too. Jin, again? Sarah, they are becoming very naughty and started getting angry on small things. They started breaking things more often. Jin, I will handle them. I will appoint you to the another job. Now he will take your place and took care of the house and them. Sarah looked at Jimin. He will handle those aggressive wild devils? Why do you want to punish this innocent boy? Jin, you don't think much. You may go. I will call you tomorrow. Sarah, okay, as your wish. Left. Jin, Jimin, you stay here. Don't go anywhere. I will show you your room. Jimin, okay. Jin left Jimin in the corridor and unlocked the room with his spare key. He saw two little kids were sitting near the fireplace, lighting decoration. The room was based on camping theme. Jin, oh, so here are my two little babies. Now what important meeting are you two doing? T looked at Jin. Nothing. Why would we tell this to Ginny? Cookie. Yes, it's Titi and Cookie's top secret. Jin went to them and sat beside them. But Ginny is Titi and Cookie's friend. T. No, Ginny isn't Titi and Cookie's friend. Jin, But why? Now what did Ginny do? Cookie. Ginny brought the monster ant. Monster ant Jojo Dippy disturb Cookie and Titi. Jin. Oh, so she again disturbed my cute little babies. Okay, so now Ginny will fire her. She won't disturb Titi and Cookie. T. Really? Jin. Really? Cookie. Then Ginny will bring another monster ant. Jin. No, Ginny won't bring any monster ant. T. Promise? Jin. Titi Cookie promise? Now tell me what happened. Why did you two break everything? You two threw the food too? Cookie. That monster ant made Titi Cookie so angry. She didn't prepare the food that Cookie told her. T. She never listens to Titi and Cookie. She only does what she wants to do. Titi and Cookie don't like her. Cookie. She even scolded Titi and Cookie. Jin. Oh, Ginny will scold her. Now she won't come here. You two must be hungry. Ginny will prepare the tasty food for Titi and Cookie. Okay? Now don't be mad. Tea Cook. Okay. He came outside and found Jimin was there. He took him to the kitchen and started preparing food for Tea Cook while talking with him. Jimin. Sorry, I was just little curious, so I heard your conversation a little. Jin, while cooking. It's okay, no need to say sorry. They are Titi and Cookie. They are 5-year-old twins. Jimin. Why are they mad? Jin. Nothing much. They are a little aggressive. They got mad on small things. Actually, it wasn't their fault. Nobody taught them how to be polite. They don't have patience. Jimin. Where are their parents? Why didn't they take care of them? Jin stopped cooking and looked at him. Their mom is no more and dad doesn't care about them. In fact, he hated them. Jimin. Oh, sorry to hear that. But why does their dad hate them? They are just 5-year-old. At such a young age, they can't do anything worth hating. Jin again started cooking. Sometimes circumstances become such that even without wanting to, we start hating those people who are very important and dear to us. Jimin. But under no circumstances does a father have the right to hate his children, especially such small children who have already lost their mother. A father should support them and give them love, both mother and father, rather than hate them. Jin. You can understand all this only when your mind is in the right state. When your mind is restless, you can't do anything properly. You will find fault in everything and blame others. Jimin. But it's wrong. Blaming others can't be the solution to the problem. By blaming others, you can only escape your responsibility, but you can't find a permanent solution. To find the solution, first of all, you will have to calm your mind and think with a cool mind what to do next rather than lamenting over what has already happened. Jin smiled to hear his mature thinking. That's your work. You have to take care of these two kids and teach them how to be patient and thankful. You have to calm down their aggressive behavior before it turns destructive and darken their future. Jimin, it's a huge responsibility. It will be challenging. Jin, it's challenging. That's why I chose you for this work. You wanted to repay the debt. I'm giving you a chance to repay it without feeling pity on you. Just be their caretaker, give them good upbringing, and I will pay you a good amount. Jimin, why do you have so much trust in me that I can raise both of them? I don't even have an experience raising children. Jin, because you also lost your mom at such a young age compared to other caretaker. You can understand their mental state and problems better. Jimin, but Jin, it's just a job for you. Just give them what you wanted to in your childhood, what you have craved for. I'm sure you will be able to raise them better. Jimin, do you think they will accept me? Jin, they may be a little stubborn and short tempered, but they are still children. A child's greatest weakness is love. Show them love and genuine care, and one day they will accept you. Jimin, what if I fail? Jin, then just fail. Take a lesson from your failure and try again and again until you get the result. I have full trust on you that you will definitely handle them. Lovingly patted his head. Here is your food. You must be hungry. I will feed my little angry birds. In the morning, you will get your custom made wheelchair. With that, you will easily move and reach still higher self. I will show you your room after feeding them, okay? Jin left from there with T Cook's food. Jimin was looking at him without blinking his eyes. Till date, no one had ever trusted him, never given him any important work. No one had ever told him not to be afraid of failures, but to make them his strength. Jin's words gave him strength. He was ready for this challenge. After feeding Teacock their food and putting them in sleep, he came to Jimin and showed him the entire mansion. He introduced him with servants and left him in his room. Time skipped in the morning. Jimin found Jin already sent him his custom made wheelchair and other stuff for him along with a motivational note. He came to kitchen but found breakfast was already ready. He went to check tea cook who were running in the mansion and servants were running behind them. Some washes were broken. Everything was scattered. Jimin, what's happening here? Was there a storm here? Servant 1. Now that you are here, get used to such a storm because this will happen every day. Jimin means servant too. Just look there, lifted his finger towards Taekook. Jimin, why are they breaking the things? Servant 1, because they didn't want to go to the school. Jimin, okay, but what's the need to break things in it? Servant 2, they only break the things without thinking about anything. Jimin, wait, let me talk to them. Servant 1, don't go, they are so dangerous. Jimin, it's okay. Went to them. Titi, Cookie, listen, babies. T looked at Jimin. You! Now who are you? How do you know Titi and Cookie's name? Cookie, and what are you doing here? Jimin, I'm Jimin. Jin Hyang appointed me as the new caretaker. T, Jinny again brought the new monster? Cookie, Jinny broke Titi Cookie promise. Jimin, no, he didn't. He promised you to not bring any aunt. Look, I'm not a woman. T, aunt or not, we don't need anyone. Cookie, you can't even stand on your feet. How would you take care of Titi and Cookie? You are looking like a packer. T, Titi and Cookie won't want packer, and in Titi and Cookie house. Attack! They pushed his wheelchair and he fell on the floor. They picked the another glass showpiece and threw on Jimin. Jimin quickly covered his face with his bandaged arms. Suddenly, someone lay over him completely, swallowed under him. Glass showpieces fell on his back and broke. He angrily looked at Taekook and said, "What the hell are you doing? Is this the way to behave? You both have become absolute wild. All the time you only break the things. Now, why are you standing here? Go to your school. Driver, drop them in their school." Driver, scared, Okay, boss. Haven't you heard what I said? Go, before I lock you two in any dark room. Taekook flinched hard to hear his angry roar and immediately ran from there. All the people present there flinched hard and got very scared. Jimin tried to stop him, but his words stuck in his throat out of fear. They weren't coming out. He picked Jimin in his arms and made him sit on the couch. Looked at everyone. What are you looking at here? Is there some drama going on? I'm not paying you for standing here like a statue. I have hired a bunch of dumb. Just go and do your work. Turn to Jimin. Are you alright? Still mad. Jimin, yeah. Thank. Finally looked at his face. Mafia? You are here? Yoongi, it's my mansion. Those two brats are my sons. That's why I was denying Jin Hyang, but he didn't listen to me. Jimin, Jin Hyang brought me to your mansion? Yoongi, he's the dumbest. Brought his wheelchair and made him sit on it. And I'm the fool who always listened to him. Jimin, it's okay. I will manage them. They are just babies. Yoongi, they aren't just babies. They are so spoiled. Soon I will throw them in any boarding school. Jimin held Yoongi's hand. with his trembling, cold hand. No, trust me, I can handle them. Just give me some time. They need love, not hatred. They are so young to go to the boarding school. Yungi, there is no such thing as love in this world exist. They need strictness. Remove your hand. Don't you dare to touch me. I don't like it. Stay away from me. Walked out. Jimin, sorry. I didn't mean it. I will remember it. Jungi stopped and turned to him. Sorry, I didn't know that you can't stand. I thought you were disobeying me. I didn't know you were also betrayed. I didn't mean to hurt you. Now, as your stepmom and stepsister ran away, now you have to repay my debt. You can't go anywhere from here until you repay my debt. Left. Servant one, who were passing by there, heard them and whispered, did you listen? Boss said sorry to him. Servant two whispered back, I can't believe my ears that I heard this. Boss and sorry? It's next to impossible. Servant 1, I don't understand what the Dr. Jin saw in him that he appointed him Teacook's caretaker. Servant 2, true, when fully capable people couldn't handle them, then what will this handicap do? Servant 1, maybe he feel pity on him. Laughed. Jimin's first day didn't go well. He became the victim of Teacook's anger. He sensed the hatred between Yoongi and Teacook. He even faced servant mocking and derogatory remarks on his physical disability. He realized how challenging his work was, but in all these negative things, he felt one positive thing, that Yoongi wasn't heartless like he showed to the world. Because if he was really heartless, he wouldn't even say sorry to him either. He would have killed him or sold him for his stepmom's betrayal. He saved him. That means there was still a little bit of humanity left in him. All he should do to remove the bitterness of Yoongi's behavior. Time skipped after a month. A month had passed. It was so difficult for Jimin. He faced Yoongi and Teacook's hatred, but Jin's words always encouraged him. He kept trying to come closer to Teacook, who weren't ready to accept Jimin and always hurt him, sometimes with their words, so sometimes with their actions. Today was Teacook's school activity. Everyone's parents came there except Teacook's. Yoongi never went and Jin forgot in his busy schedule. Boy 1, what happened? Today also your parents didn't come? Boy 2, I think they don't have parents. They are adopted. Boy 3, Titi Cookie are adopted. Titi Cookie are adopted. Cookie angrily pushed them. Titi and Cookie aren't adopted. T started beating them. You won't understand. We aren't adopted. We have parents. We have everything that you all can't even imagine. Teacock started beating the kids. Hearing their voice, their parents and teacher came there. They separated them. Woman 1. At such a young age, they are fighting like goons. Woman 2. I didn't know that such goons also study here, otherwise, I would never have admitted my children here. Teacher. Didi, Cookie, why did you beat them? T shouted at her. Why are you questioning to Titi and Cookie? Cookie. Can't you see? They are teasing Titi and Cookie. Teacher. Stop shouting. Who told you that you can throw your hands like this? Man 1. This type of behavior we don't accept. Our children aren't safe here. Men 2. Throw these brats out of here. Their parents didn't teach them anything. Looks like they haven't gotten slapped yet. Raised his hand to slap. I dare you to slap my children. People who lives in glass houses shouldn't throw stones. Teacock turned around. New monster. Jimin pulled Teacock in his arms. Don't worry, I'm here, okay? Woman 1. Oh, so you are their dad? Jimin. So? Man 1. You should teach them some manners. Money can't buy the class. Even after studying in number 1 school, they both are wild. They don't deserve to stay in our well-mannered society. Jimin. Really? Woman 2. Yeah, really. Are you blind as well, handicapped that you can't see how badly they beat our innocent kids? Jimin. Innocent? And your kids? It takes two to tango. If both parties involved in a situation or argument are equally responsible for it, they weren't fighting alone. Your kids are equally involved in it. And your kids started the first. Yes, I am handicapped by legs, but not by mind like you all. Man 1. There is a difference between verbal arguments and fights. Our children never raise their hands. Always they are the one who started the fight first. It's not the first time. Jimin. I agree with you, but first your kids provoke them. And yeah, I forgot to give them manners. But you all give your kids manners. Didn't you know? Teasing others are also wrong. At such a young age today, they are teasing other kids. Tomorrow they will do something wrong. Isn't it your responsibility? Looked at parents and teachers. I'm not saying they aren't wrong. They are wrong and I will correct them, but only they are wrong. It's not the truth. We all send our kids here to learn, not to bully. And remember, a bully is bully whether it's verbal or physical. Children learn from their elders. It would be better if you teach your children rather than blaming mine. Titi, Cookie, let's go home. Teacock brought their bags and left with Jimin without saying anything. First time someone fought for them. First time someone took their sides rather than blaming and scolding them. Time skipped in the evening. Jimin was reading the book in the balcony. Suddenly, a remote control car hit on his leg. He peeked through his book and smiled a little. He saw the car wasn't alone. There was a teddy sitting on the driver's seat, and on back seat there was a strawberry and a bottle of banana milk. He saw two tiny shadows on the floor. Jimin picked Teddy. Where are you running by kidnapping Cookie's banana milk and TT's strawberry? Don't you know stealing is wrong? If police find out this, they will arrest you and put you behind the bars. T ran inside. No, no, Daddy didn't steal anything. Diddy, please, Diddy's strawberry in Daddy's car. Cookie. And Cookie placed Cookie's nana milk in it. Daddy isn't a thief. Daddy is a driver. Jimin looked at them. Really? But where is Daddy going with all these things? T. Daddy is coming to you to deliver these things to you. Jimin. For me? But why? Cookie. Because you supported Titi and Cookie when everyone was saying bad about Titi and Cookie. Jimin. I didn't do anything. I just said what was the truth. You both weren't the only one who was responsible for the fight. Cookie picked the banana milk and gave to Jimin. Will you forgive Cookie for misbehaving with you? T picked a strawberry and showed to him. And Titi too? Titi and Cookie didn't behave well. Titi and Cookie always dibby you, always hit you. But you still supported Titi and Cookie. You aren't bad, you are good. Jimin. Oh, so if I take these things, then you have to friendship with me? T-Cook smiled. Oti, Titi and Cookie will be your friends. Jimin. But I have some conditions. T. Conditions? But what? Jimin. Titi and Cookie shouldn't throw the things and food. Cookie. Oti, but you have to prepare daily tasty new food. Jimin. Done. I will prepare new and tasty food for Titi and Cookie. You have to walk with me in the park. T. Oti, done. But you have to play with Titi and Cookie. Jimin. Done. I will play with Titi and Cookie. You shouldn't fight and behave good with others. Cookie. Oti, but you have to come to drop and pick Titi and Cookie from the school like other parents. T. Yeah, Dada never come to Titi and Cookie's school. Mama already left Titi and Cookie. Mama is bad. Titi and Cookie were requesting Mama to not go, but Mama didn't listen to Titi and Cookie. Mama pushed Cookie and left with Dada's file. Titi and Cookie hate Mama. Mama is so bad. Cookie. Everyone's Mama is good. Only Titi and Cookie's Mama is bad. Jimin. Don't be sad. Not everyone is bad. Some are good. Just like, look here and there. Like strawberry. Some strawberries are so sweet, but some are bitter and sour. Mama can be good too. Cookie. Then be Titi and Cookie's Mama. Titi and Cookie will listen to you. When Cookie sees everyone with their Mama, Cookie doesn't like it. Everyone teased Cookie that Cookie doesn't have Mama. Jimin. Oh, don't be sad. I'm your Mama. I mean, you can call me Mama. I will come to pick and drop you. I will play with you. I will do all those things that a mom does. Now onwards, you won't feel lonely. T-Cook hugged him tightly. Mama! Yoongi entered in the house and found everything was at their place. There was no noise. For 1 second, he thought he was at someone else's home, not his. He was looking here and there. Servant. What happened, boss? What are you searching for? Yoongi. What happened? Why is house so quiet? Aren't those devils at home? Everything is their place. Servant. They are at home. They both are in the backyard with Jimin. Yoongi. With Jimin? Servant. Do you want anything, sir? Yoongi. No. Yoongi came to backyard while searching for Taekook and Jimin. He saw a barbecue grill set nearly, smoke rising lazily. Jimin was seated in his wheelchair beside a low table filled with vegetables and bowls. Taekook stood there wearing oversized aprons. Their gloved hands were messy and eyes were focused, looked like they were on the mission. Yoongi leaned on the wall while crossing his arms. He never saw Taekook this focused before. They were making their own skewer dish. Tea. It's not happening with Titi. Cookie. These square sticks are useless. Jimin smiled. They aren't useless. You both are applying too much force. These veggies are very delicate. Handle with love and care. Tea. Can't Titi eat them directly? It's so difficult. Cookie. Aunt will prepare it. Cookie doesn't need to do this. Jimin. Of course Aunt can prepare it, but if you will prepare by yourself, then you can make your own combination and it will be more tasty. Tea. Tasty? Licked his lips. Jimin. I can bet you have never eaten this tasty dish before. If you won't try, then you won't learn. Will you accept defeat this early? Cookie. Cookie is so strong. Cookie won't accept defeat. Cookie will try, Mama. Tea. And Titi too. Taekook picked the square sticks and gently, slowly started threading the vegetable and meat pieces on it. It taught them work with patience. Jimin helped them in marinating them, then grilling. Soon they started enjoying this work. Jimin was watching them while grilling. Soon they prepared so many combinations. Now they were impatient to taste them. Cookie. Mama, how much more time? Cookie can't wait to eat them. They are looking so tasty. Jimin. Just few minutes more. Tea. It's taking so much time. Jimin. Good things take times. It's not the magic. Hear this sizzling sound? Now little more time, okay? Have some patience. Taekook were looking at their food. Their aromas mixed with air. Their mouth filled with water. Soon it was ready. Jimin served the food and fed them by cooling it down. Jimin. How's it? Tea. It's so tasty. Cookie. No, Cookie's dish is more tasty. Mama is right. Cookie has never eaten this tasty dish before. Jimin. It's tasty because you two did so much hard work to eat it. Your hard work and patience made it more tasty. Now tell me, will you ever throw the food? T shook his head vigorously. No, it took so much time and hard work to prepare it. Didn't know this. Jimin. So now Titi and Cookie have to apologize to everyone for breaking the things. Cookie. Oti, Titi and Cookie will say sorry to everyone. Yoongi unknowingly smiled. How cleverly he handled them and taught the meaning of hard work. Now they would never break anything. Till now, none of caretaker handled them, but he didn't even handle them, but changed their behavior too, and that too within a month. Left. Yoongi left from there while smiling, seeing them enjoying barbecue. Jimin fed Tea cooked their dishes and they fed Jimin. Tea looked at the leftover ingredients and said, Tea, Mama, some veggies are left. Now what will we do with them? Will we throw them? Jimin, no, we won't throw them. I will prepare dish for Dada too. Cookie, Dada won't eat it. Jimin, Dada will love it. Tea, really? Jimin, really? Now tell me, who will help me to prepare it? Tea, Titi will arrange them in stick. Cookie, and Cookie will bati them in imagination. Jimin, and Mama will grill them. With that, they all prepared the barbecue dish for Yoongi too. Tea Cook secretly placed them on the dining table and hid along with Jimin. When Yoongi came there, he saw the barbecue dish there. He knew it was prepared by Tea Cook and Jimin. Yoongi, while eating, today's dish is very tasty. Thank you. Turned to the wall where Tea Cook and Jimin were hiding. Tea Cook, still hiding. Welcome! Time skipped after few weeks. Few weeks passed. Tea Cook's behavior completely changed. Now they didn't break the things and threw food. They talked politely as promised. Jimin went to pick and drop Tea Cook from their school. Tea Cook helped Jimin and pushed his wheelchair. Yoongi's behavior towards Jimin and Tea Cook turned little soft. Now Tea Cook didn't scare of him. Everything was going well, but they didn't know it was the lull before the storm. Tomorrow was Yoongi's birthday. Jimin and Tea Cook prepared cake for him. He hadn't returned yet, so they were waiting for him. As soon as he entered, they all welcomed him with party popper. Yoongi was drunk and already mad. Jimin was holding the birthday cake, and Tea Cook jumped from behind the couch and said, Tea Cook, Happy birthday, Dada! Hugged his legs tightly. Jimin showed him cake. Happy birthday, Mafia! Come and cut the cake. You know, this birthday cake was prepared by Titi and Cookie, specially for you. Yoongi gently pushed Tea Cook. You all have it. Jimin, what's this? They prepared it for you with love and you didn't even smile. At least smile and show your happiness. Yoongi, I'm happy. Now move aside. Let me go. My head is already hurting. Jimin, I will give you medicine. Till tomorrow it will be fine. Look how beautifully kids decorated the room. At least make a wish and cut the cake. T held Yoongi's hand. Yes, Dada, cut the cake. Titi wants to eat it. Titi did all this decoration. Cookie held Yoongi's another hand. Cookie added chocolate in it. Let's make a wish. Yoongi, you both can eat. Let me go. Jimin, it will take few minutes. Don't be so rude. Teacock started jumping while holding Yoongi's hands. Yes, Dada, please cut the cake. Da 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 da. They all were forcing Yoongi without noticing his expression. Yoongi tried his best to not burst, but they pushed him till his limit. He harshly yanked their hands and Teacock fell. Yoongi, enough! What cut the cake? Snatched cake from Jimin's hands and threw it on the floor. Happy now? I celebrate it now. What happy in today's day, Angrily looked at Teacock. Earlier you to only break the things, but now you are jumping like monkeys and shouting. I'm so fed up with you. Turn to Jimin. And you are here to handle them, but you involved with them. You became more childish than them. How much you talk, my ears can bleed by your words. If you can't handle them, then pack your bags and get lost. I allowed you to work freely, but it doesn't mean you start dancing on my head. Don't forget your place. You have made my house a zoo. Ah! Angali removed all the decoration and left. Jimin silently wiped his tears and took scared Teacock in his room. They were so scared. Jimin somehow put them in sleep and angrily came to Yoongi, who was drinking. Yoongi looked at him. Go from here. Jimin went to him. I won't go anywhere. You have to answer me. Yoongi, I'm not obliged to answer anyone, especially to you. Walked away. Jimin held his hand and pulled him back. How much will you run and for how long? Except running from the problem till now, what did you do, Mafia King? Yoongi yanked his hand. I never run away. Jimin, stop shouting, Min Yoongi. My voice is louder than you. Handed him a knife. Come with me. Today I will fulfill your all the desire. I'm so done with your this behavior. Yoongi, leave my hand. Jimin started dragging him. No, I won't. If you hate your own kids this much, then why did you spare them? Kill them too, just like you had killed your wife. And this chapter here, if you will get peace by their death, then kill them right now. Yoongi yanked Jimin's hand and slapped him. Shut up! Just shut up! They are my sons. How dare you to think that I can even kill them? You know nothing about... Cut off by hard slap. Jimin slapped him. I know every single thing, Min Yoongi. I know she betrayed you and gave your confidential information to your rival. I know she loved your rival. I know you trusted her, love her, but she cheated you. I know that her this action gave you trauma. I know that you had killed her with your own hands after killing the rival. I know that because of her, you faced financial crisis. You are in huge loss. This house is on mortgage too. Because of that, you are stressed out. I know each and everything about you and your work, but you don't know anything about your family. What wrong did Teacock do? They only want to celebrate your birthday. They were preparing since the morning. All those decorations were done by them, which you ruined because of your so called ego. Yoongi, you. Jimin, no, Min Yoongi. Today I will speak and you will listen. Till the date, no one showed you mirror. That's why you became like this. For you, only you matter. Your pain is bigger. Your suffering is bigger. Your loss is the biggest. No, Min Yoongi. Open your eyes and look around yourself. There are so many people whose loss are more than you. Their pain and sufferings are much more bigger than yours. Have you ever thought about their pain? Their mother left them and their father hates them without any reason. They are only 5 years old. You snatched their everything from them. What wrong did they do for getting this hate? Why are you punishing them? Your wife betrayed you. You took the revenge by killing her. By what right do you call them your sons? Have you fulfilled any duty as a father? Have you ever called them with love? Have you ever showed your love to them? Your father's responsibility doesn't end with giving birth and appointing a caretaker for them. You didn't even know that how people tease your sons. If they have to spend their entire life without their dad, then it's better to kill them now. Look at me. I trusted my stepmom so much. I thought she would be my strength, but she had sold me to you. Am I not betrayed? Do you think it's easy for me? But see, I'm still smiling and trying to move on. I accept the reality. I can't spend my whole life thinking about her and blaming myself. She doesn't worth of it. Min Yoongi, you can't live with your past. You can earn the money again, rebuild your empire, but once you lose your family, you will never get them back. You had told me that my stepmom transferred her burden on you. Yes, I may be the burden, but only I can help you to get what you lost. You have only two options. Either you accept the truth and move on, or be ready to lose your children. Angrily left. Jimin angrily left from there without looking at Yoongi. Jimin was right. Till the date, nobody showed him the mirror. In his pain, he never noticed Taekook's pain. He hated them without any reason. He always thought only his pain was more, but today Jimin showed him what he always denied to accept. Now he had to choose between his past and kids. Time skip in the morning. Teacock and Jimin came to living room and found it was beautifully decorated. A cake was there on the table. They saw Yoongi and hid behind Jimin. Yoongi's heart pierced to see them scared of him. Yoongi, why are you scared? Come to Dada. Dada won't hurt you. Don't be scared. Fell on his knees. Dada is sorry to scare you too. Dada knows Dada hurt you so much. Please don't hate Dada. Dada will do what TT and Cookie say. But please forgive Dada. Come to Dada, said by holding his ears with his hands. Jimin patted Teacock's head. Go, no need to scare. He is your Dada. He won't harm you. Yoongi spread his arms. Teacock ran to Yoongi and hugged him tightly. Dada! Yoongi hugged him tightly. Dada is so sorry. Please forgive Dada. And look, Dada again decorated the house and prepared the cake too. Will you celebrate Dada's birthday? It's Dada's wish. T looked at Jimin, who gave him a nod. Titi will celebrate Dada's birthday and forgive Dada too. Cookie, but Dada won't scold Titi and Cookie. Yoongi, Dada promise. Dada won't scold Titi and Cookie. Dada only loves Cookie and Titi. T. And where is Mama? Sorry. Cookie. Dada hurt Mama too. Dada shouted at Mama. Yoongi looked at Jimin and went to him. I'm sorry. You were right. My pain isn't that big that I made it. I neglected my all the responsibility. I failed as Dada. You aren't a burden. You gave me my family back. Will you help me to raise my kids? Jimin, first you didn't do anything wrong with me, so no need to apologize to me. You are guilty towards Teacock. You caused them pain. If you want to apologize to someone, it should be them, not to me. They are children, so they have forgiven you easily, but you know that your mistake isn't so small that it can be forgiven this easily. You will have to work very hard on yourself to earn their trust. You will need to earn their love and respect, and none of this will happen in a single night. It will take a long time, and you will have to give them that time. As for me, yes, you bought me until I repay my debt to you. I can't leave this place. As long as I'm here, I will help you to raise them. Yes, I'm their mom, but I have no relationship with you. I hope you remember this. Yoongi, I know that. I just want your help to raise Teacock. Jimin, I will do. Jin Hyang has appointed me for this work. If I won't help you, how would I repay your debt? I'm obliged to do this. It's your birthday. Do the fresh start with your kids. Yoongi, in mind, I will never let you go from here. My kids want mama and they will get their mama too. Today you gave them their data. Tomorrow I will give them their mama. I need to win their hearts along with yours. I know it's hard but not impossible. T shook him. Da, let's cut the cake. Tasty cake is looking at Titi and Cookie. Yoongi, let's go and cut the cake. Cookie held Jimin's hand. Let's go, Mama. With that, Yoongi wished to get his complete family. He cut the cake and fed Teacock and Jimin. On his birthday, he got his family back, which he had lost years ago. He knew that this wasn't forgiveness, it was just a small beginning. He will have to rebuild his family piece by piece. There will be many ups and downs along the way, but he must overcome them all and rebuild his family. He has already delayed a lot, and now he can't afford any more delay. He may have got his children back, but he will truly get his family the day his children accept him without any fear, and his life partner will be with him. Not every relationship has to end in love. Some relationships are greater than love. Not every couple deserves children, but every child deserves parents. Children should never be punished for the mistakes of their parents. When a heart breaks, trust doesn't come back overnight. After the storm, a family is rebuilt slowly, piece by piece. Forgiveness is not something that is asked for only with words. The real forgiveness is something that is asked for from heart and can't let you sleep peacefully until you get back what you had lost. Not everyone who is silent is weak. Some are simply unheard. Children should never carry the weight of a parent's betrayal or mistakes. Pain doesn't justify cruelty, but healing begins when accountability replaces anger. Trust is rebuilt not through power but through patience, repentance, and love. Sometimes the person you thought was a burden becomes the reason you rise again. The end. Author's note. That's it for today. I hope you all liked it. It was the requested story for one shot. I hope I didn't disappoint you. Finally, I uploaded the first story of this year. Sorry for the delay. Actually, I was little busy and couldn't get the time to focus on my both the channels. Betrayal is something which can never be forgiven. This story was all about Jungi and Taekook, how they suffered because of past and how Jimin became the bridge that connected them. Children are most affected by the separation of their parents. They don't understand what was their fault, why they left abandoned. Both Yunmin were betrayed, but when they came closer, they rebuilt their small family. I hope you all enjoyed it. We will meet soon with new story. Till then, take care of yourself. Love you all. If you like this story, then please do like, subscribe, share, and comment. I assure you that you will never gonna regret on your decision. Thanks for watching.